However, he has not been on television much lately. He's been, I guess, busy doing other things. Nonetheless, I'm glad that he has agreed to be with us here this morning. Please welcome Mr. Andy Kaufman. Andy, thank you, sir. I really appreciate you being here this morning. It's nice to see you. Tell me about Taxi. Would you like a tissue? Would you like a tissue? Yeah, give me that. Thank you. Have a little, just a little bit of something in here. So, tell me about see that people sometimes eat breakfast while they watch the show. Yeah. Now, there was a TV strike, you know, and some shows were not in production, but now they're going back into production. And are you gonna be on Taxi? You mentioned before the show there were some problems.
Yeah, I quit the show.
You quit the show?
Yeah.
You're no longer going to be on Taxi?
Right.
You have your own show?
No, I'm not doing much special right now. No, this is, you know, I'm once in a while making appearances like on this show.
Yeah. Yeah, I know you're probably going to do movies.
Hopefully, I hope.
And I guess you used to be on Saturday Night Live an awful lot,
Yeah,
so.
I don't know. I really don't have any control of that. If they ask me, I would do it, but I don't really, there's nothing planned right now for the near future.
Yeah. You doing a lot of nightclubs, though?
Occasionally appearing at the Improvisation in New York. This is a place I started out at.
Yeah, yeah.
Not really much. I'm living in New York now.
Mm-hmm. But things are okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you know, a woman mentioned you. Can I get you a mint? Yeah, I know you wanted to. You had a little. You're going to do a little piece for us this morning. You want to go to that now? What do you want to do?
If you'd like, I could.
We have a stool there. You want to do it?
Thank you.
Thank you. Andy Kaufman, ladies and gentlemen.
I'd just like to, before I begin, I would like to just say thank you very much to David Letterman and the producers of this show and the people that run this show for having me as a guest. And it's a very pleasure to come on the show and be here. I'd like to talk about my marriage. I met my wife several years ago when I was struggling in New York, performing every night at the Improvisation nightclub. I would perform every night for free, and once in a while I would get jobs elsewhere for maybe $50 a night and stuff. And I met her while I was driving up from southern New Jersey one time. She was a cocktail waitress. And we went out a few times, so fell in love and got married. and she worked as a waitress while I was working for free in nightclubs. And we lived together right outside of New York City, and we had 2 children, and names were Mark and Lisa. And the Saturday Night Live, it discovered me. I'd rather, if you don't laugh, because I'm not trying to be funny right now. And shortly after that, I went to California, and things really started happening. I had a manager. I got a manager, Shapiro West and Associates. George Shapiro is a wonderful man, and he was my manager for next few years. And then Taxi came along, and I was doing all these far-out things on television shows, but when Taxi came along, it was just one character, the Latka, and I kind of felt inhibited by it, that, I was just able to do the one character. I wanted to have more freedom creatively to do these other things, and the things I used to do on Saturday Night Live and stuff. So anyway, I quit the show, and my wife, at that time I was wrestling women on Saturday Night Live. I got a lot of hate mail, and no producer would hire me after that. So one day I was at my manager's office trying to get an engagement for a dinner theater in Wisconsin. And I got a call from my wife's lawyer. She wanted a divorce, and she got a divorce. She got the kids, the house. She got all my money. Not all my money, but some. Anyway, she got everything. I moved to New York, and now that's what I'm doing now, is living in New York. And I don't really have anything. So anyway, if anybody could, I know this sounds like a cliche, but if you could, any extra money that you have, I would appreciate it.
Please come with me. Sorry. You have to go. You can't do this here, so you have to go. Come on. Be a good boy. That's it. Stop.
Okay.
I'm not going to stay here. I'm fine.
All right, fine, well.
Well, I'm so
All right, there we go. It's always a pleasure to have... always a pleasure to have the young talent on the show. We'll be right back.